12. A young boy was thrust into the limelight of American TV and international media. I mean, before hundreds of thousands of people worldwide, the world wanted to know why. Or maybe it was how he was able to write and publish his first book by the age of 12. At the ending of 2018, topping Entrepreneur Magazine's #1 booming entrepreneur, this same young man was at the pinnacle of operating within his purpose and absolute certainty. He began his journey of manifesting his greatest hearts and desires and fulfilling his life to the ultimate capacity. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Whenever I'm given the opportunity to speak, I'm immensely grateful. I mean, it's an opportunity for me to take the lessons that I've learned and the experiences that I've had over the years and share them with an audience. Except there's always one caveat. I mean, I always hear about the great achievements of being the top student in JA for 2 years consecutively, or being one of the top speakers to graduate from my high school, Queens College, but I never hear about the challenges that I've experienced, the challenges and the lessons that I've faced, such as being put out of over 5 schools in under a year, having to move from Miami with my mom to QC with my dad, or even having struggles with identity and knowing who I am, or even as a kingdom citizen, knowing whose I am. There's always talks about these achievements, but tonight, Toastmasters, tonight, I'm only here to set the record straight. During our short time together, I want to share with you some 3 core elements that I've learned that have allowed me to transcend my physicality, that have allowed me to transcend the experiences that I've had and truly make a greater impact and income. I'd like to share with you the elements and the things that I've learned that have allowed me to go beyond the things that I've struggled with. Things like vision and relationships and mentorship. And I'd like for you to look within your own lives and see where maybe these may fit with you. I want you to close your eyes for a second. And I want you to sit within the corners of your mind and really think about, when was the last time you dreamed? I mean, for some of you, that may be when you were a student in high school. For some of you, that may be at your desk earlier today. I mean, but what was it like? Did you have big plans? Did you have big dreams? Did you know limitations? Were you aware of things that you had to overcome? What was it like to dream for the first time? I believe I operate from the thinking of Dr. Munroe when I discuss that a vision is your ability to look within yourself and dream with your mind, knowing no limitations. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the key points that have allowed me to grow. Waking up daily, listening to people like Miles Munroe and Les Brown, who've overcome all odds, allowed me to know and understand vision. Traveling to conferences over the weekend with my parents to watch President Obama talk about public policy, this has a supernatural effect on your mind, not because of who they are, but because it gives you incremental doses of vision. And it sets a benchmark internally of what's possible, and it shatters the limitations you once knew. This is how, in the face of adversity, I'd be able to stand tall, because my vision reinforced my environment when my environment was challenged. In 2008, I attended my first national football game. I was a young athlete, I was a football fanatic, and football, I had a dream I was going to make the NFL. And as I remember sitting like yesterday in the box office, stuffing my face with hot wings, I hadn't yet realized what it took for me to get there. And I'm sure there's some of us in the audience who sometimes we enjoy things, but we don't understand the sacrifices that made for us to have them. And as I sat in the plush seat, stuffing my face with food, I never considered that it was my grandmother's relationship with the owner of the team that allowed me to enjoy this special moment. One of the most key elements that completely rocked my world was understanding and leveraging the power of positive relationships. I mean, I've personally experienced countless opportunities, like being able to travel with world-renowned motivational speaker Les Brown, or being able to serve with my dad and not have to go to school because I pursued non-traditional education. I remember these things that came as a result of leveraging these great relationships. And even more importantly, It's never a matter of looking at what you can receive, but always a pursuit to offer relevant value where it's appreciated. The best relationships consist of a valuable equal exchange without anything desired in return. It can be the difference between having to buy your own boat or being able to call Lozano to use his. It's that powerful. The final and arguably most important point, an element that I want to share with you tonight, Toastmasters and guests, is mentorship. Because it encompasses everything that I've shared up to this point. Muhammad Ali never won a fight without Angelo Dundee. Drake never wrote a hit record without Lil Wayne. And Jesus never performed a miracle without God by his side. The fact of the matter is, mentorship is the best shortcut to your greatest desires because it allows you to predict your success without experiencing all of the same challenges. The most important detail in mentorship, however, is choosing people who've already achieved what you want to offer in that capacity and not just people who are older than you. The years I've lived have been nothing short of transformative because of the laws of success that I've chosen to make a part of my being. It's only through developing a vision for myself and my future, leveraging great relationships to manifest them, and utilizing mentors to shortcut my way to success that I've been able to shorten my learning curve by years. An old Chinese proverb says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is today. If you planted these seeds in your life, what will your children reap? Mr. Chairman.
Yes.